Hey guys, Josh here, and today we're having a look at the Feelworld F5 Pro X. This is a 5.5-inch monitor, and I am a strong advocate of having some sort of monitor whenever you're filming yourself or whenever you're filming somebody else or just on set. You can't rely on a tiny on-screen monitor on our DSLRs and mirrorless cameras. It just doesn't suffice. You need something larger to not only check focus, but to also check exposure. And there's other unique tools, especially within this Feelworld 5.5-inch monitor that I want to share with you. First off, it's lightweight. It's a full plastic design. And even on a gimbal, this thing feels great. You don't have to rely on those big, heavy monitors, those 7-inch monitors, those 10-inch monitors. No, this 5.5-inch monitor is sharp enough to judge focus, and it's bright enough, 1600 nits, to use in bright sunlight. So no more do you have to squint with your eyes or use your hand as a sunshade. You can just look at this monitor and everything is going to be clear. Now, Feelworld offers this monitor with a few different battery options. Yes, this is battery powered. It's powered by a Sony MPF style battery. Right now I'm using the MPF 970, but there's packages that come with smaller batteries, so you can choose which one is suited better for your needs. Also, on the back of the monitor, you'll notice something that I haven't really seen before, and that is an external power output for MPF style accessories. So I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit. Now, along with this monitor, you are getting, again, your battery that you select for this kit. You also get a tilt arm, a sunshade, a micro HDMI cable, a USB-C to regular USB cable, and that's used to charge your battery. And of course, we get this great carrying case. Here's kind of a 360 view of what this monitor has to offer. So we have two HDMI ports, one going in, one going out. We also have a power jack DC input 12-volt system, so you can power this directly through an outlet or another power source. We have a 1/4 20-inch mount on the back. We have a 1/4 20-inch mount on the bottom. We also have a DC out on the bottom too. We have another 1/4 20-inch mount on the other side and another 1/4 20-inch mount on the top, along with a bunch of function buttons and menu buttons. To start using the monitor, just plug in your battery, then hold down the power button, and boom, you're all good to go. You'll notice that it's instantly bright. So what you can do is you can just use your finger and just slide down on the left side, and that will bring down the brightness of the screen. On the right, if you swipe down with your finger, you can also control the volume, because guess what? There's also a headphone jack and a USB-C port on the bottom where you can power this monitor. So there's multiple different power sources for this monitor, which is great. And that kind of leads me to this other unique feature on the back of the monitor. This little plate on the back here simulates an MPF style battery, but an output version. So what that means is that any similar accessory that requires power out can just slip on over here and be powered that way. So for example, a Hollyland transmitter, it will just slip right on and power instantly, and it will take the power just from this battery pack. Now, obviously, it's gonna use the battery power a lot quicker, so just keep that in mind. And if you have this monitor at full brightness, that's also gonna suck up a lot of power. I find it efficient for a monitor to only use one power source to not only power itself, but to also power another accessory such as a transmitter. So I haven't seen that done before. This to me is very unique. Now, instead of using all of the buttons on the monitor itself, it is a touchscreen, as I mentioned earlier, so you just have to press the menu button and you can just touch around the settings here, and you can engage and disengage other features or histograms, focus assist, which is a very important tool. But my favorite tool is false color, because this is how you can gauge proper exposure, especially when it comes down to skin tones. You can also load in your own custom 3D LUTs within this monitor, so that's another great feature for something of this size. The F5 Pro X also supports firmware upgrades, so whenever they release a new firmware upgrade, you can just plug in a USB stick and you can upgrade the firmware that way as well. So if you're interested in this type of tool, I highly recommend it. Check out the link down below. This is the Feelworld F5 Pro X. Highly recommend it. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you in another video. Peace.